Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Look what the cat drug in. Our good friend John Pelletier is here.
I was over at the...
you didn't have to hang out with Rodney this morning, did you?
Yes, I went over to Rodney at the Pure Walk Studios, and it was great. It was amazing. The studio was full of people.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember, and we started talking about, he called me icon, which is a really nice way of saying you're really old.
I mean...
So anyway, we started talking about...
Legend.
The years, gone by.
Yeah.
All the old stories. But anyway, yeah, I had a good time over there. It was fun. But we were talking about what we're going to talk about today. Another one of my charity events that we try to put on.
Another one of the hats that John Pelletier puts on. I'm excited to talk about that, and we'll find out all the skinny. But if we don't play a commercial, Adrian gets real mad and yells at me.
Okay.
He's so sassy, can't you tell?
I know. He's a pretty good dude, though.
He is. He's a pretty good dude. We'll keep him around. We love him. So, and he pushes all the buttons properly.
Yeah, he can
unlike the rest of us. Yeah, he can turn us off real fast. I'll tell you what, let's have a message, and then we'll be back and talk with our good friend John Pelletier about this, that, and everything, and something very important coming up to raise some money for a special cause. So we'll be right back.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with our good friend, I'm going to say the legend, because icon does make it sound old, the legend. John Pelletier.
Okay.
And welcome. It's always fun to have you here. It's always good to reminisce a little bit, but also to find out, because you do... in retirement, wear so many different hats in the community, and you're into so many things. And so one of your special things that you're into is helping with JVAC and that kind of situation.
Yeah, it's now called JVAC of Jackson County.
Okay.
And we are basically an advisory and fundraising board.
Okay.
And what we do is... we provide funding for the adult services, the DD adult services in Jackson County. JVAC at one time, of course, was what they used to call, a workshop. And, of course, that has been legislated away. So now what we do as JVAC, we kept the name, but we are not just for Wellston's DD residents, but all of Jackson County.
All of Jackson County.
Yeah, and we sort of slip in and try to help out financially where and situations the county cannot. To give you an example, several times a year they will have like a pizza party. They'll have events. They'll go over to Park's Edge and bring everybody in, and of course, then we pay for that. We've purchased those lift chairs. We're currently doing some bicycles. We help with Christmas.
Love that.
If the adult provider decides to take some of the residents and they can go on a vacation or like a field trip or something to the beach or whatever it's going to be. And if there are residents and families of residents that can't afford it, then we make sure that it happens. The big event, the one that we do every year is at the Ohio Hill Country Festival. And we have
good.
We have Adult Services Day, and it's on a Thursday. And the first thing we do is we provide a picnic lunch. It's usually hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad, all those things.
Look at that.
And we provide that for
fun.
all the residents. And there we go. Usually we have about 70 to 80. And what they do is they come in and we feed them. And they have a wonderful lunch. And then after the lunch, we take them over and we give them some phony money. They go to all the concessionaires and get what they want. And then we go back and reimburse the concessionaires for what they have purchased.
That's so neat.
And normally we'll have a concert. Simba Jordan usually does it.
Yeah, he's so awesome.
And we'll do a concert just for them. So that's on what we call Adult Services Day at Ohio Hill Country. And then, of course, Christmas time, we throw money for the fire departments and different things so that they can provide toys and, Christmas gifts. So, and we like it because those Christmas gifts are delivered. And so it becomes a nice event. And one of the fundraisers we have, of course, we are.
Yeah, obviously the things that you're doing are not free.
They're not free.
So.
And we do receive a generous contribution from United Fund of Jackson County.
Sure.
And we also do a fundraiser. This is our largest. It's our JVAC golf tournament, and it's tomorrow morning. And we have golfers come in, and we do, it's $50 per golfer. It includes your green fees, your cart, and they have what I call a super lunch. Every year, Tim Jackson volunteers. He's, of course, with Emergency Medical Services.
He wears as many hats as you do, I
know.
think.
And
he's everywhere.
He will show up with fried chicken, and it's just the guys just love it. And the ladies that golf with us. And it's just a wonderful lunch. We provide the drinks, and we have, of course, Rex gives a ski to hand out.
Well, heck yeah.
We have a few Coke products, a lot of water. And it's just, and we've never raised our price. It's $50. It's been $50 for I don't know how many years. And they come and register at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll do a shotgun start at 8:30, and we're going to beat the rain because it's supposed to rain later on in the afternoon. But because of the heat, we start early.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
We'll be done by 1 o'clock, 1:30. So, and you don't have to pre-register. Just show up, register as a team, and have a good time.
Yeah, and I mean it's win-win. It's a fundraiser, obviously, for your organization, but it's also a good time, and it gets you out and about, and some fellowship, and a great meal, by the way.
Yes.
How many people on a team?
4.
4. Okay.
4 on a team. We don't do anything with handicaps. In other words, we do have some teams that usually are really, really good.
The ringers.
There's teams like my team who we're okay.
Are not.
Yeah, we're okay, but we have a good time. We also have split the pot, give them a chance to win some money, and we sell mulligans. In other words, each player can have a mulligan. It's $5 a crack. And
If you don't know what that is, think of it as a do-over.
It's a do-over, yes.
Yes.
You get one, and most of us buy them because we know we're going to need them. We wish we could have more than one apiece, but anyway, it's just a fun time.
It is, and at the end of the day, it is for something very, very important.
And we have a lot of the teams that win. There's $200 for first place team, $100 in cash for a second place team, and lots of times, whether it's split the pot or their winnings, they donate it back to us. So,
yeah.
And if they don't, that's fine too. But we have skill prizes.
Oh.
In other words, closest to the pin.
Do you win any of those?
I have. I did once. It's been a long time ago. I don't remember what I won, but it's been a long time ago.
So closest to the pin.
Yeah, we have the longest putt and the longest drive.
Awesome.
So we'll have those skill prizes, and just the main thing is come out and have fun.
All right. And what if you are an individual that doesn't have a team put together? Could you still come out?
Yeah, you can come out, and sometimes we'll have people that'll have a team of 4 and one person doesn't show, and we can plug you in. Or
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's always probably somewhere to
Right.
throw someone into a team.
right, or if they just want to play, that's fine too. So, if they show up, we'll take care of them.
Yeah.
Make sure they have a good lunch and a good time.
So let's talk about this fried chicken for a minute. Is Tim
Okay.
Jackson cooking this fried chicken himself?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never asked for you never mess with a cook.
No.
You don't want to make the cook mad. So I know he's a great cook, so he could be at this moment frying up chicken.
And he can save your life all at the same time.
That's true. He can fit me for a booster seat in my
yeah,
golf
that's
cart.
right. He's got it all.
He does. But anyway, our JVAC, we do adult services now in all of Jackson County.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it includes Buckeye Community Services. We've bought basketball uniforms for teams.
Yeah.
We haven't lately. We've done. We even paid for a septic tank once if a family was in distress. Lift chairs, toys, as I mentioned, bicycles. This is our current purchase. So, anyway, if something falls in the category where the county is unable to help, then normally one of the SSIs or one of the people reaches out to us, and then they make a request, and I don't think we've ever said no.
I mean, the only reason you would probably say no would be a financial reason. But so we need y'all to help.
That's right. So this is our big fundraiser for the year. This will probably pay for. Usually we use this to cover our costs for the Adult Services Day at Ohio Hill Country. So,
Which I think that's so amazing, and then they can just go around and get all the food they want.
they have a great time.
Yeah.
Simba will sing, and the music, they dance. They, of course, they enjoy the picnic lunch. A lot of them are really, really attracted to the golf carts. They really want to ride on the golf carts. Sometimes they can, sometimes it's not possible. And then, of course, the picture that you saw earlier, we put that up if you want to, but the picture you saw earlier, you have Lifelight, the Medcare and Lifelight. They're one of our sponsors every year, and they come in and help cook and serve.
Oh, cool.
And so we took that picture one year with just about all of the people were there for our adult DD family. We all got together and took that picture. So
That is great.
With mid-flight vehicles in the back.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything, those are fun to look at.
Yes. And they have a...
When you don't need them.
That's right, when you don't need them. So anyway, that's one of the reasons why we do this each year. And hopefully if you like to play golf and you got some people you like to play with, bring them, and we'll make it happen.
And that's tomorrow morning, registration at 8 a.m. And I assume it's at Franklin Valley Golf Course.
Franklin Valley Golf Course.
Okay.
Got to mention that.
Yep.
And we'll... they have new carts, by the way. So
Ooh, they do?
Yes, they do. So
Fun.
you'll be cruising in style. Franklin Valley Golf Course. It'll be tomorrow morning. Stop by 8 o'clock, and we'll start registering you, and we'll try to have our shotgun start by 8:30.
And again, it is going to be a hot one tomorrow. So
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that early start will be very helpful, and I'm sure much appreciated.
Definitely.
Even if it is a little hard to get up in the morning,
Right.
but that's okay. So what are some of the other fundraisers that you do throughout the year? A million of them?
Let's see. The next big one will be our Toys Christmas concert.
Sure.
It's going to be a little different this year. Can't really get into a lot of that, but I think we're going to try something different.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. We've decided to do this at Park's Edge.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that we do 60s music, and this will give them a chance to dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some other things too. So we're going to make it more into a party.
Yeah.
But it's still
a concert.
Still a concert.
And a
still
fundraiser.
Raising money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe have a DJ to fill in all the gaps, and we're thinking about different auctions, different things we can do. So we'll have a planning meeting on that Tuesday to try to finalize all of that. But
okay.
The date has been set. I wish I could remember it.
You're a legend. You don't have to remember.
I know. I'm old. I can't remember it. I think it's the 16th. Let me look at this. November 14th. So it's going to be on a Friday night.
A little bit before Thanksgiving.
Yes. And of course, all Paul Pollard and Rock for Tots.
Yes.
We, of course, I wish I had the number. I think we raised about $4,300 last year.
Nice.
But he sent twice of that back to Jackson County, to the Wellston firefighters, to Jaffe, and to other organizations in Jackson County. So, and we have put this together, our Remembering 60s events, simply just to pay forward,
sure,
to help out. And how that all started is that, I don't know if you remember, but it's been, 9 years ago. The old Apollos, the guys that I played with in high school. We got together for our 50th class reunion. The class of 66. And Paul Pollard found out about it. And at that time, during the summer or spring, he was doing what was called Sugar Shack. And the Sugar Shack was at OU Shoemaker Center at Chillicothe. And he was raising money for Rock for Tots, and it was all 60s. And there would be 4 or 5 different 60s bands. So we went over and started supporting that event.
Got the old band back together.
The old band's back together on the road. So anyway.
Look out here. I feel like you guys are like the Wild Hogs. Did you ever see that movie?
Or the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
So we... after a few years, all of the volunteers, since they were 60s people like me, they sort of aged out and they stopped doing that event. Mm-hmm. I thought, well, we still need to do something to help. So that's when we started our Remembering the 60s concert. And so we're trying to continue that because I think he distributes somewhere around 40 grand for Christmas toys every year, if not more.
Paul is an amazing dude.
Yeah, he's been doing it for, I think, 30 or 40 years. And it started out when he was just doing something himself and get some money and buy toys and take them to different people.
Yep.
That's how it started out, and it started to grow and grow and grow. And I think he is also talking about, they do their Rock for Tots concert every year. And he's also thinking about, and we've been discussing this, about doing something different as well. So
okay. Just change it up a little bit.
And I think that we're hoping that we can attract more people and keep this thing going. So
listen, who doesn't like a good party, number one?
Yeah.
Number two, who doesn't like to laugh and dance and have fun? Like,
that's right.
So it's like win-win for everybody.
We hope so.
And it's for a good cause. It's to help, for toys around here. And you think back about Paul and all the stuff that he's done, and thank you for being part of it and donating your time and effort along with your former bandmates and some other community members along the way. But I think Paul, when he first started doing this, he was doing it for the right reasons, but he created this monster.
I know it is.
It is a monster that I think that he was just like, whoa, it was not exactly what I was thinking was going to happen.
Yeah, because Paul also is the director of the recording workshop.
Yes.
And that's a full-time job.
Yes.
he has for years been on the board for their theater over there.
Yep, the Majestic Theater.
And he has a sound company.
He
does several things.
Several.
And he was recently married a couple years ago, has now a beautiful little girl.
She is a doll.
I know. So, and he's changing his thinking, just like all of us old people do. Of course, he's not old yet, but so I think they're thinking about trying to do, maybe instead of one huge event, maybe doing several events during the year. And that's one of the reasons why we want to keep this going, is because I think that takes a little pressure off of Paul. So,
yeah,
not
absolutely.
much, but a little.
No, I mean, if you're thinking, of what you raised, and if that's 10% of getting him to his goal or whatever, then that's awesome.
That's
Look
true.
at you go.
It is.
That's amazing. But you're exactly right. He turns around and gives, double or triple back to our community, to many, many different organizations who have our local children,
right,
their best interest at heart at Christmas time, especially.
And he gives money to other charities as well. He does, Big Brother and Big Sisters. He works with some of the women's shelters and helps fund them. And the list goes on and on. Plus, he does scholarships too. So
you are exactly right. And honestly, if the recording workshop is a hidden gem here in our area, and Paul was in, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so to talk about it. Time flies,
Yeah.
But I don't think that people understand that people travel from all over the world to Chillicothe, Ohio, to learn how to do all of this, the recording and the editing and all of this. He has dorms. I mean, this is like a college for
and it's not
sound.
Actually, it's not Chillicothe. It's Masseyville, if you remember.
Yeah.
So
we'll say outside of Chillicothe.
Yeah, but anyway, and the gentleman who started that was Joe Waters, and of course Joe was a good friend of mine, and it was a general store that his dad had owned, I believe, that he turned into the recording studio, and that developed into the recording workshop. So he started buying up some property around so they could have housing for people. But they come from all over the world.
Last time Paul was in, he said that he, there were people that had come there and learned their skills.
Sure.
That had worked on the Super Bowl. They had worked on, motion pictures.
Sure.
And all kind of, are on tour with major name, singers, and you learn all that right outside Chillicothe, Ohio. I mean, it's so cool, and no one knows about it. Well, I mean, people within the industry know about it, but I think the normal person doesn't know that exists here.
I know.
And it's one of, I think, if not the only thing like it in the world.
There may be others, but I think that was actually one of the first.
Yes.
I know it was probably the first. So, and Paul, he's just a great guy.
He is great. We need to get him back here on the show.
That's true.
And talk about, kind of some of the stuff that you and I are talking about today, but also let people know about that recording workshop and some of the opportunities that there are. I mean, we're so fortunate because we could just be right there every day.
That's true.
Take advantage of it. But I'm trying to think of some of the other things that you all get into. What are some of the other things that you
right now
doing?
we're of course I'm part of the Wellston Ministerial Association.
Yes.
And August the 1st, I wish I had brought the brochure with me. August the 1st, we're going to have an open house at the my brother's place.
Okay.
Now the reason for that is that Connie is my wife.
Your
who's
lovely
the
bride, yes.
Yeah, she's the director. And through her efforts, along with Tammy Phillips, they received a $200,000 grant, and they've completely restored my brother's place.
Whoa.
New siding, tuck pointing, new roof, generator, all concrete parking lot.
Wow.
It's just, new lighting, new front porch. It's completely renovated, and all the new floors. All the work is done, and we're going to have an open house on August the 1st.
That will be cool.
And that will be, let me pull it up on my August 1st, and it'll be from 11 to 2. And the Wellston Ministerial Association, we're going to, there'll be a ribbon cutting, and they'll have a lot of the officials from Columbus coming down, our local officials, commissioners, whatever, all the people that were part of it.
VIPs.
Yeah, VIPs. And then there's going to be us, the worker bees.
Yes.
They're going to have inflatables for the kids.
Oh, fun.
We're going to have free food, free pulled pork sandwiches,
Love
and
that.
all kinds of stuff. Maybe some snow cones. We're working on that. But it is going to be from 11 to 2, and hopefully everybody has a good time.
So tell us a little bit more about the details of My Brother's Place that your sweet Connie runs so very well.
My Brother's Place, of course, the name comes from the New Testament from Matthew when it talks about it.
I didn't know that.
It is our duty, it should be as followers of Christ, it is our duty to take care of the sick, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, and do this to our brothers, for our brothers. So we call it My Brother's Place.
That's very appropriate.
And one of the things that, of course, there's two parts to it, which is the Wellston Food Pantry, and they have a task where we hand out food for those that need food, and there's also the senior commodities. In other words, senior citizens every month get a box or a senior citizen box that's handed out.
Oh, okay.
And then the other part is My Brother's Place is the clothing. Now, if you haven't been to My Brother's Place, and you need to go there, because this is not a bunch of clothes piled on a folding table. It's all sorted, and most everything is $1.
Sure.
$2.50, and some of it still has the tags on it. These are contributions; they're the quality, and it's all in racks and displayed well. And what they sell in the clothing part, My Brother's Place, helps to keep the whole thing going. The food pantry,
right.
Pay the utilities and insurance and everything, and so. When we started this, it's been years and years ago. The model is that the utilities are paid, and any leftover money comes back to the Ministerial Association in case for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, over the past decade or so, that's not what happened. What happened is that we were keeping the doors open, the Ministerial Association.
Yeah, the rainy day didn't.
There's no rainy. Every day was a rainy day.
Every day is a rainy day. Yes.
So when Connie took over, and not because she's my Connie, but because she's been mayor and
because she's awesome at managing things.
So,
yes.
And it now makes money, and we're now getting, the Ministerial Association is getting some money back.
So you're set for some rainy days.
And she's helped us with different things, but it's a success story. It really is.
Yes.
I mean, it's turned around. It's been turned around, and it's doing great.
Well, I think the thing that is so very important about what you're doing there is that the thing is self-sufficient,
right?
And not only self-sufficient, but actually, earning something now to help others, because the whole point of it's a full circle. It goes round and round and helps everybody.
And the profitability of that is also being held by individual donations, people who believe in it and give every month. some people when they give, and we do get some. I shouldn't say get. We get some donations, food donations from General Mills.
Okay.
And so I mean, it's a community effort. It's not, and Connie would tell you, it's not a me thing. It's a we thing, and it's and a lot of it is. It just started to come together. People are enjoying the shopping experience now. It's not a junk store. It really is a nice place to shop, and the ladies, the volunteers that work there they're just great. I mean, they're fun to be with. You go in and strike up a conversation. It's a nice place to shop.
Yeah. And, who doesn't like to get a new pair of pants or whatever for $1,
there
right?
You go.
Like with tags on it.
That's true.
So where is My Brother's Place?
It's on Ohio Avenue in Wellston. If you're familiar with Wellston at all, it's right across from the depot on Ohio Avenue. So if you were to go into Wellston, go down First Street, like you're going to go to Piggly Wiggly or there, you'll turn at the tracks right there at the depot, and it's right there on Ohio Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very good.
If you put it in your GPS, Ohio Avenue, there's part of it is on one side of town, and the other part is way on the other side of town. If you put in your GPS,
makes perfect sense.
You end up on the wrong side of town.
Oh.
Or it's not the wrong side of town, the wrong place.
The opposite side of town.
Yeah. So the best thing is just to come downtown and you'll find it.
Yeah. Just drive. It's not real big.
No. It's not hard to find.
Just drive around the block until you see it.
There you go. And especially on August the 1st, that Friday, you'll be able to find us because some streets will be blocked off, and where all the happy people are, that's where
It's going to be
we
a
are.
party.
That's right.
Love that.
Yes.
Use that as a shopping experience. Go in there and check it out, just
Right.
as you would any other clothing
Right.
store or whatever. Now, how do people donate if they're interested in donating to My Brother's Place?
All you really have to do is stop by, and you can drop off your donation there. You can get a hold of Connie.
Okay. Is it open every day?
It's open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
From 10 to 3.
Okay. Gotcha.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to 3. And if it's a monetary donation, you can drop it off then. Or if you have some nice clothing that you no longer can use and you don't want to throw it away or waste it, just drop it off, and they'll accept your donation there. But
Okay.
It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 till 3.
Just don't leave it outside, because then it has to be thrown away.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it can't be on the ground. I remember her telling me about that.
Yeah, and I know that it's hard for people. They'll have a yard sale on Saturday, and they've got it in a bag and
In their car or whatever.
and they really want to do it. But if you drop it off, and this is not our rules, this is state rules.
Sure.
If it hits the ground, we can't use it.
Yeah. And it could be the very best
I know.
of goods.
So even in a bag and it hits the ground, normally we can't use it. So anyway.
Just keep that in mind.
Yes, please.
For that. All right, so that's the My Brother's Place
Well, I'll have to
thing,
get
and
Connie-
everybody's welcome to come in there
Sure.
and shop. And
We'll have to get Connie here next week,
we do. We need to get her in
Yeah.
and talk about that.
and she'll be able to give you a lot more information than I
Well,
can. So.
because I'm sitting here thinking about, you mentioned like the senior boxes and things like that. I'll bet there's a lot of our senior friends out there that don't know that exists.
Might be. I
You
know.
know?
I know. I'm not sure. You could talk to Connie and about how you sign up for senior boxes. You can
Sure.
do that. Sure.
Yeah, and she can give us all the deets.
There you go.
Yeah, very good. So, okay, well, there's another hat that
right.
you wear. So what else do you have going on?
Well, it's kind of a slow time right now because we normally it doesn't happen, but our Fuller Center for Jackson County, that used to be Habitat, and then we transitioned to Fuller Center. And the reason for that is that because we are small and
Yes.
we don't our Fuller Center, the board is, and all the staff is completely volunteer. So at Habitat, they were really catering to larger cities. So a lot of the smaller communities went from Habitat to Fuller Center, and let me explain. Millard Fuller is the one who started Habitat. And then later on, as some certain things happened in
How did
Habitat.
I not think it? I thought it was Jimmy Carter that started that.
No, he was just a participant.
Just very supportive of
He
it.
was
Okay.
supportive.
Gotcha.
No, Habitat was started by Millard Fuller.
Okay.
And then as that got larger, Millard left that organization and he started the Fuller Center. It's the same model, but it's set up more for smaller groups like ours. So it's the Fuller Center. So we
Love
spent, it was about almost 2 years ago that we did the transition. And so we've gone, and right now we're just recovering from COVID. Because we couldn't do any structure building, hardly anything during COVID. So right now we're positioning ourselves to continue. So we have, we've done one restoration and we're in the process of doing another. We're not doing any new builds right now, but we're getting positioned to do a second restoration.
Okay, so that's interesting. I didn't know that was something. I thought it was just all new builds.
No.
But you can actually go in and help restore someone's home.
That is correct.
Or a home that then could be sold?
Yes.
Okay.
And what people don't realize is that the Fuller Center or Habitat, we are the bank. In other words, so when we have a home, what we do is we find a family that qualifies. I mean, they have to have some income and be able to.
Yeah, it's not a freebie thing.
No, it's not a freebie. So we write the mortgage, and we usually try to write the mortgage into a payment that fits their budget.
Okay.
So then their mortgage payment, like most mortgages now, includes their taxes and insurance.
Sure.
And away we go. So we currently, at one time we had 24 homes. And I was at the beginning of the Jackson County Habitat, and I left for a little while and then came back when I was in Gallia County. I had to leave, but when I came back, I think we currently have about 14 to 17 homes. I'm not sure of the count because we have some people that are what we call aging out that have paid off their homes and they now own it. It's theirs. Of course, they own it anyway, but and at a certain point, it's just like a regular home. At a certain point in their mortgage, if they have enough equity, they can sell it and buy something better.
Right.
So
different. Yeah.
Yeah, different. So anyway, we have. We're getting ready to do another restoration. And since we are all volunteer, it takes a little more time because we have to be very careful and make sure that all our T's are crossed and I's are dotted so that it goes well.
Is this just in Wellston or is this Jackson County?
It's Jackson County.
Okay.
We have homes in Oak Hill. We do not have any homes in Jackson. We have homes in Wellston. And we do have some of our builds during Habitat in the early years were in Vinton County in Hamden.
Oh.
So, but all of those we don't do any building now or restorations just in Jackson County.
Okay. So just Jackson County.
Yes.
How would somebody get involved with that, or B, get a home or a restoration that way?
The best thing to do would be go to the Fuller Center of Jackson County on the web. There's a website, and it'll give you.
Oh, okay.
It'll give you some information on how to submit your request for an application. We would then send you an application that you fill out and turn in.
Gotcha.
And then that application would be reviewed. And when we do have we currently don't have any housing ready right now, but soon will be. But that application is then reviewed and
So take advantage of that
Sure.
if you're interested.
yeah, we don't. One of the misnomers is that we don't do partial builds or like build decks or ramps or things like that. I wish we did. That's probably more reserved for Jackson Area Ministries.
I was going to say they do the ramps
Yeah.
and all of that. That is really cool.
Right. But, and they have the volunteer groups and things to do with those partial builds and
Yes.
improvements. But our job is, and what we focus on is actually building the residence. So
Gotcha. And, again, this isn't a freebie. You've got to participate and you have to pay for it.
yeah,
but
at some point in time,
but it's helpful.
we ask them to do what is called sweat equity.
Yeah.
So if you're chosen for a home, the home, whether it's a build or whether it's a restoration, at some point, then the prospective homeowner will do what's sweat equity, and we allow them to, if possible, to pick the lighting, what kind of flooring
Sure.
they want, and other colors and
Yeah.
yada, yada,
Decorate
yada.
yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
And but most of the time they're involved in that kind of work, whether it's doing some painting or, landscaping or whatever. But yeah, there is sweat equity involved.
Absolutely. So, but that's okay. That's fair, right?
That is fair. That's very fair.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, let's, 'cause Pete just walked in, and so I'm going to let you off the hook.
Hey,
but
hey.
let's go over your golf tournament details one more time.
All right, this is our JVAC charity golf tournament. It's actually a scramble, and it'll be on Saturday, tomorrow,
Can you
July
believe it's July 26th
I know.
already? This is crazy.
So it's $50 for each golfer. That includes your green fees, your cart, and a Tim Jackson super lunch.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, fried chicken and the whole deal. Plus, we have cash prizes for the first and second team. You can buy mulligans, $5 each. There's a split the pot, and we do have skill prizes
Okay.
for the. Let's see, closest to the pin.
For those that are skilled.
Yeah, for those that are skilled, which rules me out. And the longest putt and the longest drive. Registration will start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and shotgun start hopefully close to 8:30, so we can get you out before it gets too warm.
Yep.
And then if you like to play or want more information, you can contact me at my cell phone number, 740-418-2629. If I don't answer right away, I will call you back. Or you can use my, right there, my email at jp661948@yahoo.com.
Okay. Very good. And get out. It's for a great cause. You'll have a lot of fun along the way.
Yes,
and
hopefully.
a great meal.
You got it.
So, very good. Well, John, thank you for hanging out with us this
You're
morning. It's
welcome.
always so fun to see you and talk with you. And come back and see us. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we do have a few messages, and then we'll be back with our good friend Pete Wilson and some news. We'll be right back.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, we are back on this TGIF. It's a Friday, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
And Pete Wilson is here, so we'll say yay to that too.
All right. Well, very good. We are heading into the final 2 days of the Vinton County Junior Fair. As a matter of fact, I'm sure operations are underway there. And it's some very big things still yet to happen, even though most of the fair is already in the books. One thing that happened last night that is notable, hot because it's the most current big happening at the fair, was the Showman of Showman contest.
Okay.
We talked about that with the Jackson County Fair last week, where Jocelyn Riggle was the winner. Jocelyn Vickers rather was the winner, but in Vinton County, does this name mean anything to you, Riley Ashmore?
I've heard that name a couple of times this week.
We've talked about her this week. Not that I know a whole about livestock or the fair or anything like that, but I know how to read a list. And Riley was the Showman of Showman last night. Red Thompson Jr. was there.
Very cool.
To capture her. There she is with one of the members of the royalty. That's Riley, of course, on the right. That is a big trophy for a big award. Riley showed some different animals at the fair, and her resume at the fair is just astounding. She, in addition to, we hadn't reported this. Remember when we showed her picture the other day?
With the steer? Yeah.
That was a dairy market steer, by the way. That was a dairy market steer. And she won grand champion and reserve champion in that category.
Stop it.
Right. She also, earlier in the week, we already said this, but we'll recite it again because it is so impressive. She showed the grand champion breeding ewe in the lamb show. She also had the reserve champion swine, and she also won another showmanship along the way before she won the Showman of Showman contest. So what a fair for Riley Ashmore. Now, there's some other names that pop out, multiple repeat winners. It was a great achievement for a lot of kids, but it's hard to imagine anyone having a more successful fair than Riley Ashmore, so we congratulate her. She, of course, will be just one of the 4-H and FFA members that will be on hand tomorrow for the Junior Fair Livestock Sale. Remember, it is Saturday, not tonight. Second year in a row that they're doing it on Saturday morning. It'll start at 11 o'clock there at the Lawrence Wolf Show Arena. And there will be several different kinds of poultry. There'll be lambs, there'll be goats, there'll be swine, and there'll be different kinds of beef as well there. So a lot of chances to buy an animal to support the sale. And so once again, that's at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Jeremiah Shaver and I will be there. We'll be taking pictures and doing coverage of the highlights of the Junior Fair Livestock Sale. And right now, our plans are to live stream it. We've had lots of requests for that. We did that last week with the Jackson County Fair. And Jeremiah is the one that makes that happen with his video ability. And we think we're equipped to make that happen. And so that will be another way to see what's happened at the livestock sale, or to check back later on and maybe check in and see what happened when you weren't able to be there, or you want to live it again.
Sure.
We will have that posted. But the other thing that happened last night was the motocross. Red Thompson Jr. stayed around long enough to see some of that. I believe tonight it will be truck and tractor pulls, and then on Saturday, of course, we know how we finish every county fair, the demolition derby.
You got it.
That'll be at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. I touched base with the Vinton County Junior Fair Board President Austin Owings yesterday evening. He says it's going pretty good. He feels that some of the early days of the fair indications are that the attendance was a little up. They were very glad to see no rain for a couple reasons. First of all, you don't want rain at all, but the grounds there had to dry. And so that helped. Now, it did get a little warm As we
for
moved
sure.
into the middle of the week, we hit into the 90s there, and that's not good it's uncomfortable for people, and certainly not safe for
And
the
the
animals that
livestock, yes.
are exposed there. So, they've had to deal with that. But overall, I think it's been a successful fair so far for Vinton County.
Good.
We, of course, will have lots of coverage in Saturday's paper on the Vinton County Junior Fair, and even more so next Wednesday on the heels of that livestock show. Some of the other award winners yesterday, or either Wednesday or Thursday, because we just received these results last night from Travis West. Austin Fott was the grand champion market beef. Quinn Irvin, the reserve champion. Charger Featherhoff was the rate of gain. Aubrey Thompson showed the grand champion feeder calf. Quinn Irvin, the reserve champion. For breeding heifer, that was for, in the breeding heifer category, Rymington Irvin, the grand champion. Quinn Irvin, the reserve champion. The market dairy feeder, as I said, Riley Ashmore, both champion and grand champion and reserve champion. And in market dairy steer, Logan Jeffers was the grand champion, and Cassidy Graham, the reserve champion. And Hunter Mulhern was the beef showmanship winner, and he also won the ultimate beef showmanship title. Hunter had another very good fair as well, and I remember him from last year. So one person we want to mention, kind of behind the scenes, but I tell you, he is really important to the 4-H program in Vinton County. We appreciate him, especially on 4-H Week. That is Travis West.
Yes.
He is the, do you know Travis?
Yeah, he was in here a while back.
Okay. Well, he is the Vinton County Extension Educator for Ohio 4-H Youth Development, kind of the same title that Matty Allman has.
Sure.
Travis has also been around long enough and is educated enough to be also considered an associate professor in the extension. And that is him with an award he won. And let me tell you how special this is. He won the Charles W. Leifer Excellent in 4-H Award at the end of 2024 at the 2024 OSU Extension Conference. Now, as we know, Vinton County, other than maybe Noble County, I'm not positive on that, is the least populated county in the state.
Okay.
All right? Not a lot of wealth, not a lot of big towns, one traffic light. Well, Travis West was the only person to win this award. I mean, there could have been, I don't know whether it's more than just 4-H agents or whatever.
That
they
is
only
awesome.
They only do this to one person. And it was named in honor of former 4-H state leader Charles W. Leifer. It is presented annually to an Ohio 4-H educator who has demonstrated exceptional achievements in his or her career and has made a major contribution to 4-H. What Travis has done is borne out in statistics. The level of participation of youth in Vinton County in 4-H or who receive 4-H exposure to 4-H programs, events, training, educational activities is among the highest in the state, percentage-wise. 440 4-H members in a county of about 13,000, and 1,000 to 1,100 other youth who have been exposed to 4-H training, events, activities, in school and out of school that is either organized and conducted by Travis West. So that this was a great honor, and what better time to kind of publicize that through the Telegram during 4-H week. So there will be a big article in Saturday's paper about Travis West. He has been the 4-H agent for about 20 years in Vinton County. He's an Athens County native from the Albany area. So he has stayed in Vinton County all these years and has made a tremendous impact. Not a guy who brings a lot of attention to himself, but a true hero for the youth there, Travis West. We saw where there was an article that the state put out some time ago. We took that article and kind of did an interview, got some extra information, and hopefully gave him the credit that he deserves for what he has done for a long time for the kids in Vinton County. One other thing about Vinton County Junior Fair, there is a program that's been going on for a couple years now called Fair to Family Campaign. It is done through the Vinton County Community Foundation, and that is where you can have, if you buy an animal or animals at the county fair, you can have the meat donated to charity to feed the hungry.
Oh.
Yes, the Fair to Family campaign in Vinton County. the Vinton County Junior Fair Board, local 4-H members, meat processors, and the food pantry, which is the St. Francis Evangelization Center in MacArthur, and corporate sponsorship from Columbia Gas and NiSource Charitable Foundation. The meat donated through Fair to Family helps individuals and families in Vinton County where 18% of the population is in what they call food insecurity. That's where you're not sure you're going to be able to pay or get all the food you need. And so the Fair to Family campaign, I know it was done last year. Last year, they had great participation. We were at the fair and heard as they sold some of these animals that they were going to donate it to Fair to Family. And last year, 10 hogs and 2 steers got donated that generated more than 3,500 pounds of meat for Vinton County families. So that's a great program, and it's going to be available again. Okay, we want to tell you about something else that's happening. If you're driving along East Main Street, you saw a lot of digging not too far from us. Between Bob Evans Restaurant and High Valley Bank.
Man, they're going at it, aren't they?
That is where the new Tim Hortons restaurant is going to be. And there is a picture that was taken, I think, Thursday, but they've been working every day, making a lot of progress when it's not raining. Sexton's Excavating, a local contractor, is doing some advanced work for the general contractor. That's CCS Construction Company out of Plain City, Ohio. I walked over there to get some information, and the man who's in charge of the construction project did not want to give me a completion date because he's wary about the weather and it's so early.
That's understandable.
But they are working on it. They're doing some excavation work, and they do have a plan, a schedule they would like to keep to. He asked me to get back with him in another week, and he would give a projected completion date. But it is underway. That's what's going on there.
So that is the Tim Hortons.
Right.
Okay.
A lot of folks wondered, because this was back in March, I think, where they got a zoning permit and a building permit to do this job, and then, they hadn't bought the property yet and nothing's happened. So is this going to happen or not? Same way with Starbucks down.
Yeah, is Starbucks still on the
Starbucks,
works?
I'm told by city officials, is still a go.
Okay.
I've got a number for that developer and consultant. I'm going to try to get a hold of him to see what the schedule is, but I've been assured we know that Tim Hortons is going because they're digging.
Yeah,
and
right.
Starbucks will probably be soon too.
Okay.
They had told me earlier that they hoped to start Starbucks in the spring, and obviously that did not happen for whatever reason. But that Tim Hortons building, and there's Tim Hortons in around the area. We don't have one here in Jackson. We will, but that's going to be a $1.1 million building, 1,734 square feet. And if you're not familiar with Tim Hortons, it is considered a coffee house and restaurant chain. It's actually owned out of Canada. They are multinational. They're outside of the United States and Canada, but they specialize in coffee, donuts, sandwiches, breakfast, egg muffins, and other fast food items. Tim Hortons. A lot of people are Tim Hortons fans.
Yep.
Some other things to tell you real quick, Jennifer, because we're going to run out of time here. We've talked about these things before, but they're important. Remember, the Vinton County Courthouse is closed today for security reasons. And I'm telling you, we have asked questions out of curiosity, and not just because we're news people, and that is that
nobody knows?
The lid is on tight on that. A lot of speculation, but that's really all you can say that it is.
That's
the people
odd.
who know are not saying, but the courthouse, the entire courthouse is closed for security reasons today, not other county buildings. So if we find out, we'll let you know.
Maybe the president's coming.
I don't know. Who knows? Nobody can say for sure. Or anybody who can say for sure ain't saying.
Okay.
All right, this is the last day to pay second half real estate taxes in Jackson County.
Yes.
You got to do it by 4 p.m.
Get in
You
there.
can do it at the treasurer's office. They've got a box there that you can drop your payment in outside of the courthouse. You can also do it in any West Banco. You can do it online as well. But the deadline is 4 p.m. today. Doesn't matter if you have something happen today or you say you never got the bill in the mail. You're still going to be responsible for that late penalty. Mm-hmm. All right. Also, at the fairgrounds today, now that the Jackson County Fair is over, the Southeast Ohio Food Bank was doing a mobile market food distribution to Jackson County residents. It'll be from 10 a.m. to noon.
Nice.
Fresh produce, proteins, and other food items. For Jackson County residents, you must show that you're under 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. And that sounds poor, but the federal poverty guidelines are
They're
higher,
pretty high.
They're higher than you think.
Yeah.
So there's
Check that out.
many people that probably qualify.
Yep.
And the fact they're doing that is really important because Jaffe is not going to be able to do their monthly food giveaway
Yep.
that they usually do on the final Saturday of each month. That is this Saturday. There at their building off McCarty Lane.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't able to get food from the food distribution center where they usually get it.
Sure.
They were able and willing to do it, but the food was not available this month from their supplier. So that is what we have right now. We will be back on Monday to give you some highlights of the Benton County Junior Fair livestock sale, and probably a whole lot more that we may not know about, and some things I wasn't able to get to.
There you go. All right. Well, have a happy Friday. Have a happy weekend, everyone. Stay cool. Check on all your friends and neighbors. It is going to be a hot one. And make sure your critters have lots of water. And I guess we'll see you right back here on Monday.
We'll be back.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.